So Shimoda finally released the Explorer V2 on their website. Now a little bit ago, about 2 months ago, I did a quick look because I didn't want to review the whole thing because I got it ahead of time from their Kickstarter. I didn't want to review a bag that you weren't able to then immediately purchase if you fell in love with it. Well, now that it's available, it is time to go fully in depth into what is easily my favorite camera bag I have ever used. Let's get into it. Before we talk about the Shimoda Explorer V2, I have to tell you that this video is brought to you and sponsored by Western Rise. Western Rise is hands down my favorite clothing company, and they have some phenomenal products, from their awesome Versa hat, which is my favorite hat to wear, their wonderful cotton tees that I also love to wear, and their Evolution pants. Western Rise has a variety of items that are great for everyday life, whether it be going out to the movies, going to work, going on a hike, or going on a trip. They have the Evolution pants, which are lightweight, breathable, super functional, absolutely love them. The AT Slim pants and the Diversion pants also make great travel companions. They also have Henleys, dress shirts, polos, short sleeve shirts, jackets, beanies, socks, underwear. Anything you could imagine, Western Rise has it, and I absolutely love them so very much. It's pretty much my entire closet. So if you're interested in Western Rise, hit the clinky link below and check it out for yourself. I highly recommend it. If you're gonna start off with like some kind of combo, I would go with the Evolution pants, a cotton tee, and if you can, I would get the Airloft 2.0 jacket. Easily my favorite jacket, I wear it all the time. Also, if you want a chance to win a cotton t-shirt, I just posted a giveaway video between Western Rise, Monarch, and my brand, Wander Till You're Lost. If you're interested, I will link that video below and throw up a card, and you can enter that giveaway for a chance to win some really cool gear. Now, with that all being said, now let's get into it. Okay, so one of the first things that I absolutely love about the Shimoda bags is it comes with a 5-year warranty. This bag is built and made and designed to withstand the elements while keeping all of your gear safe. Now, it comes in a variety of sizes. I got the 25 liter. I recommend, depending on how much camera gear you have, picking a size that's gonna reflect that the best. I got the 25 liter because I know that my camera gear, which you're gonna see, can fit in this camera cube, and the rest of my accessories can fit throughout the bag. I also know that if I wanted to use this as an overnight bag and only bring, say, like my camera and the lens, this also works for that. So it's a perfect hybrid for me as a very minimal camera, or very minimal travel bag, as well as an all-around camera bag. And I will say that since I have gotten this bag, I have not touched any other camera bags, because this thing literally will do it all. And there's so many pockets and so much to get into that I'm just gonna get into it, okay? Because take my word when I say this bag is amazing, and I love it very much. I don't even know where to start on this thing, so let's just start with the harness system, because I feel like it is super comfortable and pretty awesome. I will say, depending on how you pack this thing out, it can be a little heavy. So this bag comes in a 25, 30, and 35 liter. And again, I would highly recommend picking the size that's gonna best fit what you're gonna be putting in it. When it comes to this harness system, it is adjustable. You can do it for small, medium, and large frame. It does have hip straps. I do not typically need to wear them. I'm not packing this thing out super heavy, but if you're gonna get maybe the 30 or 35, and you're gonna have a lot of heavy camera gear, or just camera gear in general that might weigh down if you're going on long hikes or long walks, or any extended period of time where this is gonna be on your back, I would recommend using the hip straps. Luckily, I mean, again, if you're going with a 25 liter, using a light camera loadout, I typically don't need them. I take this on a lot of hikes all the time. I haven't felt these straps get too strenuous, and that is because they are extremely comfortable. You kind of see they're sitting like a little weird right here. That's because these load lifters are absolutely perfect in conjunction with the ability to adjust it depending on your frame, makes it fit on your back perfectly. I don't think I've ever had a bag, and again, this is 25 liters, so it might be different in the 30 and 35 liter range. I've never had a bag fit so comfortably on my shoulders and feel so evenly distributed than I have with this, and that is without hip straps, or hip pads, or whatever the heck they're called, you know what I mean. So I do say I love the load lifters. I love these straps. They're extremely comfortable. Look how thick these boys are, right? These things are massive. They are huge, and they have some really cool features. Besides just having a sternum strap, you have pockets on both of these. One, it zips out, and you are able to put things like a cell phone in here if you wanted to, or sunglasses or anything like that. It's like a little weird admin pouch that has some stretch to it that works super well. The other strap is one that unzips like a pocket, and it works really well also for sunglasses. But there's a spot in here, if you wanted to, you could put a microphone. So if you have a wireless mic, maybe a lapel mic that you're running, maybe you're vlogging, something like that, this is a perfect pocket to put that. I've also found just putting like my phone, keys, wallets, quick items that I might need if I'm doing like a quick photo shoot or just a photo shoot in general, or if I'm going on a hike and I need something readily available. Also great snack pouches. But the way that this conforms on your body, the way it fits on your body is absolutely phenomenal. For reference, I am 5'8", 170 pounds. This is what the bag looks like fully packed out on me. Again, I love the way the straps fit to my body. I love the way it sits on my body. Everything about this bag is absolutely comfortable, and it is just so, so good. Another thing that you have that I really, really like is this back panel. Now, when you have your laptop in here, it keeps this rigid, it keeps it up against your back. There's a little bit of a space from where the top of this is to the top of the bag. This is also your access into the main section of the camera cube. So if you wanted to lay this bag flat down like so, and then unzip to get a full like access view, that is where this comes in, right here. That's also your laptop compartment. And the only way to get your laptop out is unzipping the top of that and pulling your laptop out. Speaking of laptop, I want to go ahead and show you this. In the 25 liter, it fits up to a 13-inch MacBook Pro, right? And let me just tell you that when I put my 13-inch MacBook Air, Jesus, Airbender, Aang is coming, it fits fine because my Air is very slim, it's very small. Now, in here currently, I have a 15-inch MacBook Pro. And I will say, very, very, very tight. Not the best in the world, but if you did not want to get the 30-liter bag and you absolutely wanted the 25, but you have a 15-inch MacBook Pro, you can make it work. I don't suggest it. That's all I'm gonna say. This is my old laptop. I don't use this one anymore. It's broken. I just use it for reference in these videos because more people have 15-inch than 13-inch. That is the only downside, is that if you have a bigger laptop and you wanted this bag for both photography and also you're gonna take laptop equipment with you or just your laptop in general, it's not gonna work super well, unfortunately. That is the one downside. You have to get the 30-liter if you want that to work. Now, if you have a 13-inch laptop, it works like a dream, and I personally really love it. It made me even more happy about my decision to get a smaller laptop. But if you're on the go and you're mobile, it all depends. Let's talk about handles on this bag. You have a handle up top, great for grabbing. It's there, it's wonderful. You got a really solid side handle that's pretty large, great for grabbing. And a nice little dinky guy here on the bottom. And that's it. Great spots to grab the bag. I like that they didn't overdo it, and I like that the handles that are on this bag are extremely easy to grab. Moving on from that, you have two spots for a water bottle. And you might be thinking to yourself, I don't see any water bottle pockets. Well, right here, this little guy is a little thing that folds out. I was able to put, this is like my James Coffee Company water bottle that I use. It fits in here nicely. You can also utilize these for tripods because you have a latch strap. So if you wanted to take a larger tripod, I have taken my tripod in here before and just kind of strapped it to the side. Any smaller tripods, whatever you might need. But in terms of a water bottle pocket, there is one downside to it, and that is simply both of these sides open up and have a purpose, whether it be inside, like side access to the camera, or another little side thing that opens up where you can put some extra gear. If you have your water bottle out, or tripod, or anything, it can make opening these a little difficult because you have to run this through the bottom, otherwise this will flap everywhere. So if you actually undo this, if you undo that, it flaps everywhere. It's no longer secured. You can open this all the way, right? And this is one of the side pockets, but this is just gonna flap everywhere. And if you have your water bottle in here, it's not gonna come out. That is one thing. I will say, it's not gonna come out. You don't have to worry about that. These actually just fold away. You can just fold these in. So if this was zipped up, that's where these hide, is you just kind of tuck them in that pocket on the inside and zip away, and you have no more water bottle pocket. These things fold out from both sides. So if you had a water bottle and a tripod, this is where I feel like I'm like, peekaboo. Both of those work. Again, I kept it on the side that I use, like that has the other storage. I didn't keep it on the side where it's the side access to the camera cube because I feel like that would just get way too much in the way. I did use this for camping and stuff, and I was able to put like tripods on the side, and I just took them out when I got to where I was going. So again, just kind of depends on your usage and what you're gonna be doing with it. Speaking of this pocket, I'll just go ahead and show you what this pocket on the side is. And it is essentially, this did not tuck away right. There we go. There's a little pocket inside there for that. But this is just a spot for like ND filters and stuff. It's just, they're clear, zippered, like waterproof packet things. This is actually, when I'm out and about, this is where I put my Wayfinder wallet, which I absolutely love, and then my car keys. Now, there's other spots that these would fit. There's plenty of quick access up here at the top, but keep in mind, I utilize this fully 100% as a camera bag and nothing else. These are items that if I'm out on a shoot, if I'm out hiking, I don't need these until I'm done. I like to have them with me because I don't want to leave my wallet or my keys in my car. So I like to put them in here. This is a great spot for me to put those. Now, this is also a good spot for like ND filters and things like that. But I found the items that I will eventually need when I'm out, when I'm done, go better in here because I don't need to worry about them. I don't need to think about it, and they're out of sight, out of mind. Perfect. The other side is exactly what I said. It is the access into the camera itself. So this is where you access the camera cube from the side. Works really well. This is on your right and your special pocket is on your left. All right, working through the rest of the bag. Here at the front, I love, by the way, this material, I don't know if I hit on it yet. This material feels amazing. This thing is tumbled down a hill in the dirt and everything and just brush it off. You wouldn't realize that I'd used this thing for 2 months the way I have because it doesn't look like it's dirty, but it cleans really well. Here at the front is just like a flat little pocket, and this is where I put my batteries and my SD cards because I like that they're the only things in this pocket. This pocket's really easy to get into. It's definitely weather protected, and I don't have to worry about it. It's a really solid flat pocket for flatter, thinner items. Not a lot of dimension built into this one up here. Above that is more your organized quick access. You have two of these little pouches. These are like almost like, they feel like they're like meant to be like waterproof, like where if your whole bag was submerged, this would be fine. I'm not 100% certain on that, but they have that like toiletry kit kind of material, and I totally dig it. And these are the items that I might want to be separated and a little bit quicker. Things like my AirPod Pros and my shooting notebook. This is my Peter McKinnon notebook that I use when I'm on shoots and hikes for shots and videos and photos and things like that. Below that, if you can see it, there's an elastic bit right here. This is where I keep my colorblind glasses. So when I'm out doing photography, I can actually see all the colors of the rainbow instead of the pukey, dumb colors that I was born seeing. Not that I'm bitter, just saying it's a little unfair that everyone else gets to see colors and I have to wear special glasses. And then below that is like open chasm, right? Just completely all the way down, and that is where I put the rainfly for this bag, because even though it does have that weather resistant factor, I like to keep rainflies with me, and that is a perfect spot. It's flat, it's out of the way, it's down there. I don't have to worry about it. I'm probably not gonna put anything else down there anyways, so it's fine. And that is this whole front compartment, right? Perfect, love it, great quick access, great for those that hike that need access to like quick little items. All of that is phenomenal. And you might notice that I'm packing my bag out a little light, again, because I use it just for all my camera gear. I don't have a ton of camera gear, so little items just kind of get their own little place, their own little home. They get to move in, sign a lease, and live there as long as they want. And I'm all about it. Above that, you have two zippers. One is an actual compartment, and the other one will lead down into the camera cube if you remove one of the dividers, which is a really cool. It ends up becoming like one big open chasm type deal. So in this one, this is where I have selected to put my mobile tripod. This is my GorillaPod and my little phone adapter for it. Great little pocket. It goes a lot further, but the dimension on this pocket can easily be eaten up or ate up or ate around, depending on what you have in the main compartment. This right here bulges depending on what's behind it, right? So since I have pouches that are sitting literally right behind it, it's ate up into this dimension a little bit. So I'm not able to utilize it as much. So just keep that in mind. If you're like, oh, there's tons of room, the dimension is shared between a lot of these pockets. So that's why I chose to do thinner items towards the front and then my bulkier items are in the back. There's also 2 pockets in here. One right up here at the top that I don't ever really use, but it's there. It's another good spot if you want to put like the rain fly or something. There's also a key clip spot in here as well, if that's where you wanted to keep your keys. And then down below, there's another pocket on the front that's just like a little mesh guy that you can use for, again, extra little items, just a small little pocket that's in there. But those 2 are extremely hard to use because the dimension in that pocket is so limited based on what else is in the bag. So, but super solid, great little spot to put extra items. Behind that is the access, what is almost the main compartment, right? And this is where I have put my cable pouch for all my cables, and then my mobile filmmaking pouch, which is my wandered medium-sized tech pouch, which is where I keep my little Pocket 2, my action cameras, accessories, microphones, things like that. They all go in this handy dandy pouch, which both of those fit perfectly. And you can see right there's the camera cube. Both of them fit perfectly on this side. Now, there's a couple of cool things you can do from this pocket. There's another pocket on the front of this flap right here, another little mesh guy like the one that was on the other side. Perfect, again, for small little items. Everything can have a home in this bag. Tons of organization, whether you want to use it or not. It's there, it's not in the way, it's not screaming at you. It's just perfect if you want everything to have its own specific place. There's plenty of pockets in here to make that happen. But you also have the ability, there's a zipper in here that connects these 2, and you can actually unzip it and it'll break down the wall between these 2 compartments and make them one big compartment. So say you wanted to put a smaller camera cube up at the top because maybe you needed to bring a little bit more. Maybe you had a bigger pouch, maybe you had more pouches. You can actually expand that dimension and fit larger items, which I think is a really, really cool addition to this bag. From there, you have what is essentially the only thing left is the main compartment, or the camera cube compartment, right? And that is opened through the back here, and you open this flap, and I have placeholder items because I'm using my main camera, but this is how I run my camera setup. I have my drone controller, my extra drone batteries. This is where my Sony a6400 with lens would go, but the placeholder is an N64 controller because it's roughly not quite the same size, but it'll work. I have my Mini 2, my shotgun mic, and then usually this is where I put one of my extra lenses that well, now I'm kind of filming with them all, but you know, that's where I would put all of that. And then above here, you can see that is where actually those pouches were just sitting. So it does end up connecting, and if you did knock that wall out and you took this camera cube out, you would have literally a gigantic open chasm in here. But I like that those sit right there because if I was to lay this bag down and I needed to get everything, including my mobile filmmaking kit, it's right there, right? So everything I need is right there. Laptop, filmmaking kit, all my gear, everything. So you get to where you're going, you set this thing down, and you're good. You're golden. Everything you can literally, it's just like an all-you-can-eat buffet. Well, except for it's not all you can eat, it's only what you brought. But it's essentially the same thing when you think about it. One of my favorite things about a camera bag is when the organization actually has thought behind it, right? It's really easy, and you see a lot of them. I did a comparison between what I would consider a cheap camera bag and an expensive camera bag. It was the Wandered compared to one from a company called Mateen. And you can tell that in some camera bags, they just throw organization because like, oh, this is what people want. People want a specific pouch or pocket to fit one specific item. And that's not always the case. Sometimes you want to utilize things like your own cases, your own pouches, or maybe your equipment's a little bit odd size, or maybe you have equipment that not a lot of people uses. Whatever your choice may be, this bag does a really good job of going, okay, we know you have a lot of gear, you know you have a lot of items, you might have accessories and small items. Here's tons of organization that are all different sizes, but all pretty universal, nothing specific. You choose what you want, and if you don't need to use it, hey, that's fine. It's here if you need it. It's not gonna get in your way. And that's what I like about it, is all those pockets, I don't think they're meant to be all used at the same time. And that's okay. I think it's supposed to be where you pick and choose what you want to use. Everything can have a home. You know where it is, and it makes it easier to access. And that's why I personally really love using this, because it's comfortable, has great organization, it is insanely durable, and it is just all around a really fantastic bag that just checks so many boxes. Again, the only issue is if you want the 25 liter, but you have a bigger than a 13-inch laptop, you might be out of luck. You might have to, unfortunately, get that 30 liter. But I think this bag works really well because If you're gonna go on a weekend trip and you're not gonna take any camera gear, break down that wall, take that camera cube out, boom, throw your packing cubes in. I tried that out on a weekend trip, just brought my camera, threw my camera up here just nice and loose, packed it out with clothes and toiletry kit and tech kits, and it worked really solid. So this bag is extremely versatile and it can fill a lot of different roles depending on what you need and depending on how you use them. And I think it's a great investment. And honestly, I'm super, super happy with it. I've been waiting to talk about it for quite a while because I've loved using it every single minute. And as someone who uses dozens of bags, this one moved high up my list very quick. So if you have any questions, comments, or concerns about this bag, let me know down below and I'll do my best to answer those for you. You can hit me up on Instagram at Odie_Matthews. More than happy to share videos and photos or anything like that of this bag on there if you want to see more. If there's something I missed, something you didn't really get to see that much, you want to see more of, just hit me up and let me know. Again, don't forget to enter the giveaway. I'll link it below for your chance to win some really cool gear from Western Rise, Monarch, and my brand, Wander to Your Loss, which I'm super excited to bring to you on November 17th. With all of that being said, don't forget to like, subscribe, all of that nonsense, and I will see you next time.